They're also after, which is great for.
Well, it's a different market.
It's a,
Morning.
for the careers fair this time?
20.
20, yeah? Yeah.
It's my pleasure to be here today to celebrate this 10th anniversary of the School of Tourism and Hospitality Management Careers Fair. I understand that there are about 84 students that will have an opportunity to be interviewed by 20 reputable companies and properties that we have from the tourism sector. This fair, ladies and gentlemen, is involved and has multiple opportunities for employers to seek potential employees and for students to explore the market and to attain a better understanding of the job opportunities and requirements, and particularly for graduating students to market themselves and to seal contracts. I'll also just take a short little time to say thank you. Thank you to the head of the STHM and its hardworking staff for organizing this calendar event making sure that they put emphasis and strengthen the link between the tourism industry and education, which is in itself a crucial link of our national development objectives. Ladies and gentlemen, a careers fair is an important activity that means that you don't only find a job that pays the bills, but also find a job that makes the students feel satisfied in their professional careers. You're all part of a sector that has made significant contribution to the Fijian economy, and the contribution has been increasing on a yearly basis, and we are confident that in no time the industry will be worth about $2 billion. And for those of you that don't know, currently the industry is worth about $1.6 billion. And the number employed directly and indirectly in this sector will continue to increase. As people who want to join the industry, what must be put at the foremost part of your mind is service. And you must carry that in your employment in the tourism industry. Our advantage in Fiji and our greatest asset is our people, which is the most important component in our service delivery. And as a service industry, we service our visitors to the best of our ability, and our smiles and our friendly nature are worth more than a couple of $1 million. We have a happiness factor that each Fijian has, and it's actually part of our DNA. And it is something that you must carry with you at all times with respect to your employment and your personal interactions, obviously. Through your interactions with people from all around the world, you will learn how to appreciate other cultures and build your tolerance and develop your skills in this service delivery. You know, apart from having highly skilled and professionals in the industry, it is also important to have equally knowledgeable and skilled professionals in the government ministry that is responsible for setting the right policies and strategies and incentives for the tourism sector. Yes, I mean the Ministry of Industry, Trade and Tourism. And I'm very proud to say to you today that my ministry has a very strong USP alumni and present with me, and I brought them along today just so you can all mingle with them and have a chat, are 6 officials from the ministry, or from the tourism unit of the ministry, and out of the 6 staff, 5 are actually graduates of STHM. I'm going to ask them all to stand up so you can recognize them, so have a chat with them whilst you're having coffee. Please, can all my staff members please stand up? The best part of their job is they get to travel to properties like this all the time. So I hope you, the students, will take advantage of their presence obviously today and get more information on the opportunities that are available in government. And there's a reason why 1/3 of the workforce in Fiji is attached to the tourism industry, because it's a lucrative industry and wonderful opportunities for anyone who wants to succeed in life. I personally believe that my being educated overseas made me appreciate all the different cultures around the world and our rich multicultural community also here in Fiji. Now, to those of you who, like me, are conscious also of things like the environment, the ministry also takes a lead role in ensuring that tourism development is done in a sustainable manner. A shining example is our own Mr. Powell, who's constantly aware of these things and incorporates all of that within the industry in his own property. Government is actually guided by the green growth framework that we have, and the relevant agencies such as the Department of Environment and the other part of the ministry that I look after is Lands and Mineral Resources, ensures that development is actually done in a sustainable manner. And I know very well the young people like you are very conscious of the environment, and we realize that. So how best to get involved than in any industry that directly contributes to the protection and conservation of our reefs, our sharks, our minerals, and our resources. Ladies and gentlemen, government has actually provided the necessary incentives and platform through its education policies to learn and to ensure a strong and intelligent workforce, partnering with our private sector which are paying people to work in the industry. Our industry workers are so in demand that now they're being sourced by other countries to develop their own tourism industries. I see a few of our Pacific Island neighbor country students here. It's wonderful to see you here. Fiji has a wonderfully developed tourism industry, and they actually would love to employ a whole lot of you also to develop their own. So the opportunities that are around are many. Ladies and gentlemen, we are a nation with big ambitions, and we are transforming ourselves into a modern, knowledge-based nation through our education revolution. And as we have more Fijians educated than ever before, and the Fijian government is always looking at avenues of trying to get graduates to gain work experience. Therefore, ladies and gentlemen, my ministry also has actually launched a graduate trainee program. And in this regard, we've actually sent a draft MOU to USP, and through this MOU, the ministry proposes to take on 20 students who will be graduating in the fields of accounting, human resources, tourism, business administration, and business management and economics, to name a few. And the initial period of employment will be for 6 months. We are piloting this program with USP, and mainly because we have since about 2013 had an MOU with USP in the area of tourism. The MOU successfully facilitated USP tourism students working closely with the ministry on our visitor surveys at the Suva port. And the research, as you all know, in the tourism sector was undertaken by USP students that support certain policy initiatives that the ministry and these are the attaches that came into Tourism Fiji. Through such initiatives, we are investing further to enhance the skills of our graduates, making them workplace ready. There are tremendous opportunities, ladies and gentlemen, in the tourism industry for our Fijian talent, the skills and knowledge to be put to, for the skills and knowledge to be put to good use. In terms of choosing a career in the tourism industry, it is a wonderful opportunity to further and better yourself. You may not realize this now, but I said it's lucrative, and I also say that it's a wonderful opportunity to better yourself. You're probably one of the few parts or sectors of the economy that is able to relate to a whole variety of things around the world. You are accessible to so many things that many other people in different careers don't get. So make use of it. It turns you into a better person. And I actually call it being part of the University of Life. And you're actually in a much better position than most other people, being in the tourism sector, to better yourself. And we have numerous examples also, ladies and gentlemen, of our local people and our hardworking individuals who have taken up management positions, whilst others who have developed themselves and their businesses. We have somebody who's retired now. We have a gentleman called Simon Hazelman that Mr. Powell is quite aware of. He ran one of the best resorts that we have in the country, Lodala. He's retired now and a very wealthy man, I understand. We also have Our very own Mr. Powell, who is our own, is a shining, glaring example. We have Tony Whitten from Rosie Holidays. We have James Suwane from Pacific Destinations. And these are shining examples of Fijians involved in the tourism industry and have made a success of it. Please make sure you bug Mr. Powell as much as you can today. On a personal note, ladies and gentlemen, I love my job. And I love being surrounded by people who are committed to their work, who are willing to work till the early hours of the morning if we have to. This is the kind of commitment that we expect from everyone who leaves universities and joins the industry. This is an industry with so much more variety that makes you more knowledgeable and strengthens you personally and builds your ability to speak in public. And for instance, some of those jet ski operators in Denarau, they're wonderful, wonderful, great public speakers, and who knows, maybe they'll end up being politicians one day. There are new areas also, ladies and gentlemen, and niche markets that continue also to evolve in the tourism industry. New areas such as wellness tourism, organic, and other lucrative market segments. Government's job is to entice you to start a business in these areas also. And the tourism industry also assists the poor and the grassroots people by virtue of programs that have been established. You know, I can't say this enough, and I always say this just about everywhere I go. And as our Honorable Prime Minister always says, our greatest asset is our people. You will find in the industry, once you get around, that we really are a different breed here in Fiji. And this is not a statement that is made lightly. If you ask anybody in Fiji, why do you come back? You know, you people are so happy. So remember that about your DNA. And as I say, this statement is not made lightly. That is a statement that is made because we mean it and we know it. And as part of the tourism industry, you yourselves are a Fijian asset. In learning more about the various cultures and coming into your country and your interactions daily with visitors, you add value to your career and to your CV. Ladies and gentlemen, in conclusion, I wish to state that careers fairs such as these represented a good opportunity for you to decide your future. We've all had dreams growing about what we want to be, but a careers fair is when you really have to get and find out the answers to that particular question. So for all of you who will be answering that question, I wish you all the success, and I hope you'll find a job that is the answer to those questions and is the reality to the dreams that you have had. And just before I finish, there's one very important statement that I must say to you. You are in an industry, and this goes across the board to all graduates. There are three words that you must always remember: integrity, integrity, integrity. Ladies and gentlemen, I urge you all to expand your horizons, to elevate yourselves, be inspired, and at the same time, be an inspiration yourself. Thank you very much.